Hey kids, it's Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. Now it's just over a month since I bought the massive Honda Goldwing and I thought I knew the bike pretty well before I bought it, having ridden it quite a bit. However, since then, a number of things have cropped up that have surprised me. Stick around, stay tuned, I'll tell you what they are. Okay, so I must warn you, this video is likely to be a little bit anarchy, or, to my non-UK viewers, a little bit nerdy, because these intricacies of the bike I'm about to tell you about are things that probably are of no interest to anyone other than Honda Goldwing fanboys like myself, and maybe like you too. These are things that have cropped up since I've owned the bike, things that you wouldn't otherwise find out about the machine, and probably are of little interest to anybody else. But anyway, I'm going to tell you anyway. Stick around, stay tuned. Let's have 8 secrets of the Honda Goldwing. God, it's absolutely taters in here. All right, to my first secret of the Honda Goldwing, and that is down at this rear end. This is something that I've never seen on a bike before. I'm hoping I can get the camera in. So if we can get down here, check this out. And what I'm talking about is the rear brake discs on this bike. It's got incredible rear brakes. I've talked about that in the past, and maybe one of the reasons why they're incredible is because it's not just one disc on the back, but in fact it's like a double vented disc. I've never seen that on a bike before. It's the sort of thing you get in some sports cars. Let me see if I can get the camera in and show you. So if we come down here, if you see the disc brake there, where is it? There we go. Can you just see that it's a twin disc down there and vented. Pretty cool, eh? Never seen that on a bike before. How good is that? And why aren't Honda making a song and a dance about it? I don't know. Anyway, that's the first secret of the Honda Goldwing. Moving on. Okay, to secret number 2 of the Honda Goldwing then. So, I was thumbing through the instruction manual, as you do when you get a new bike, and here on page 141, it talks about something called a helmet hanger. What's that all about? So apparently, lurking in this side case is something that allows you to hang your helmet on the side of the bike. So, down here, there's a little toolkit, which is rather handy, and this thing here is apparently the helmet hanger. Now I haven't worked out quite how to use it yet, but apparently it goes under that bit there somehow, and you can lock your helmet onto it through the little hole there. I don't know, it sounds great to me. I need to work out how to use it, but anyway, that's secret number 2. There is apparently a helmet hanger on the Goldwing. I did tell you this was going to be a bit of an Anaraki video, and they probably wouldn't be of interest to anyone other than Anaraks like me. Anyway, moving on then to secret number 3 of the Honda Goldwing. Not so much of a secret, more of something that I've discovered. Now, when I originally rode the Goldwing when I did that Wales tour, if you haven't seen that video, check out the link in the corner. Me and the missus last year, when we had a rare break between lockdowns, we actually went on tour on the Goldwing, and I got to learn all about what the bike's like. One of the things I said was that one of the beauties of this bike, being a big bike, was that you didn't get that funny suction effect that you sometimes get when you ride these. Now this has got this big screen on here, as you can see, and it's great because you can adjust it. Let's just give that a go, because I love doing that. There you go, fully up and fully down. Brill. Never miss a chance to do that. Anyway, yeah, one of the things I said was I wasn't getting the suction effect on this bike like I did get when I rode the big BMW K1600 and also the BMW RT. I felt at high speed I was getting pushed forward into the screen, and by adjusting that screen I could eliminate that on the Goldwing. But it turns out that's only the case when you've got a passenger on board. I've since ridden this on the motorway, and in fact when you're solo on the bike you do get a bit of that suction effect, but you can adjust the screen as I showed you, and that does mean you can limit that suction effect. So that's another thing I've discovered. Not so much a secret, more a discovery. Okay, so to number 4 of my secrets of the Honda Goldwing, and to be fair, this probably isn't just, well, it definitely isn't just relevant to the Goldwing, but I've learnt this lesson a number of times with other bikes. What am I talking about? Well, that is that fancy trackers on motorcycles drain the battery regardless of what they tell you. This particular bike came already fitted with one of those fancy trackers. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but they're about 400 quid to get installed, and then it's cost me £100 to get it in my name and to be monitored for the year, and it'll cost me £100 forevermore to do that. And it's great to have a tracker on a bike like this. It is a big expensive bike. It's great to have the peace of mind of knowing where it is all the time, and it's one of the things, one of the prerequisites of my insurance, that I have the tracker installed, so I had to do that. But the downside is it does drain the battery, so what I've had to do is install one of these little fly leads here, and then I had to buy myself yet another Optimate trickle charger, and it's plugged in all the time there, charging the battery. One way around that, of course, is to get something like a Monimoto tracker. I've talked about these loads of times. I'll put a link to one of my videos in the corner to them. They don't drain the battery because they're standalone trackers, so that's a great idea. But if you're going to go for one of these more expensive ones, then they do drain the battery regardless of what they tell you. So that's a secret, or thing I found out, number 4 about the Honda Goldwing. Okay, to number 5 of my Goldwing secrets. This is something that maybe doesn't come up in reviews of the bike very often, but it's something that quickly surprises you when you learn about it. This is a good thing, and that is that the horn on this sounds a bit like one on a freight train. Let me show you. I'll fire her up. I love all this stuff. Let's just show you what that looks like when she starts. There we go. Goes through all its fancy Goldwing start-up routine. Never tire of that stuff. Oh, and it's telling me I've left the top box open, but never mind. Okie dokie, so the horn on here, it's down there. Have a listen to this. Now, so again, you're going to listen to it through the microphone, but hopefully you get an idea of the tone of the thing. Here we go. Woo! That sounds like a big old American pickup. I've got to do that again. I love that. So, yeah, the horn on this, absolute winner. So that's secret number 5. It's got the horn of a freight train. Alrighty, so secret 6 then, as far as the Goldwing is concerned. And this, again, is a great thing. And that is, obviously, the bike is a big old heavy bike. It's something like, from memory, 345 kilograms, something like that, a third of a tonne, this thing. And if you're a fairly smallish chap like me, the thought of putting it on the centre stand is pretty frightening. But the good news is, actually getting it on the centre stand is nowhere near as difficult as you would think. Here's a little clip of me sticking it on there. Now, you do have to give it a bit of a heft because it is a big bike, of course, and I'm sure it's mostly down to technique as well. But you certainly can get it on the centre stand, and once it's there, it takes up less room in your garage, which is great news. The only thing I would say is that these grab handles don't poke out very far. So if you've got a bike like mine, this actually I think is a 2019 model year, even though it's on a 2020 plate and was manufactured in early 2020, this has still got the specs of a 2019 bike, because the later 2020s actually had bigger grab handles. That's one of the jobs that I'm going to do, is get myself bigger grab handles, so it will make it even easier to get it on the centre stand. But that's secret number 6, I think, is it's not as hard to get it on the centre stand as you'd imagine. It's all down to technique, even if you are a small wimpy fella like me, and that's with a full fuel tank as well. So this is a heavy bike at the moment, so thumbs up for that. That's secret number 6. Right, to number 7 then on my list of secrets, or things that surprised me that I found out about the bike. And this is a bit of an odd one, and again, it's related to those grab handles that I talked about earlier, and it'll be solved when I get bigger grab handles. But because of the way the back end is all quite neat, and these grab handles, there's actually no gap through there. Look, they're actually just a sort of a solid thing. There's nowhere, or no way, on this back seat to strap a bag on, because there's absolutely nothing to strap it onto. And similarly, you might think, why do you need to take a bag when you've got all this luggage? Well, it's not just gives me a problem for a bag, but also if I want to wear my Helite airbag jacket that I've mentioned before, that relies on me having a little tether, and there's absolutely nowhere on the Goldwing to tether that to. Again, as I say, if I get the bigger grab handles, I'll be able to tether it to that. But a little bit odd, surprised me that. It's a clean and tidy bike, beautiful design, but because of it, there's no loops or anything to lash anything to the bike. Okay then, to secret number 8 relating to the Honda Goldwing, and that is to do, as you may have guessed by the little opening shot there, Apple CarPlay. It's absolutely brilliant when the thing works, but my goodness me, is it a faff to get it to work? It took me ages to work it out how to do it. Now the problem with it is a great system, but you have to have a headset and your phone connected all in the right order for it to happen. So first thing you have to do is connect a headset up to the bike and make sure that it's all paired. Once you're happy that that's working, you then have to go around the back of the bike and connect your phone up. There's a USB connector in the back of the phone, so you connect that up to it. You then have to go back to the front of the bike, and if it has registered, it sometimes takes a little while for it to register, but once it has registered, you then have to say whether you want Apple CarPlay enabled once or always enabled. I always click always enabled. I assumed that would mean I never have to click that again, but no, every time I have to click always enabled, so enable once, I don't know what that does. Anyway, if everything works, Apple CarPlay then fires up on the screen, and you've got all the functionality of Apple CarPlay, and I have to say, it is a brilliant system. It is great. Having Google Maps, having access to your phone, and all the rest of it is great, but the fact that it doesn't work if you don't have a headset on, and the fact that it's such a faff to set up, I mean, I'm not sure if I could be bothered to do that every time I ride. I think I'm probably going to end up not using Apple CarPlay as much as it deserves, which is a real shame, because as I say, it is a great system. So that's secret number 8 of the Honda Goldwing. Apple CarPlay is brilliant, but it's a right old faff to set up. Okay, so there we are. That's my 8 secrets of the Honda Goldwing. The sort of things you only learn once you own the bike. I hope that's been of some interest to you. I'd love to hear in the comments below, if you're an owner of a Goldwing, whether I've missed out any other little quirks. Let me know what they are. All right, that's it for now. There's going to be loads more Goldwings videos coming up on the channel, so do stick around and stay tuned. But until then, this has been the Mist and Fly. Cheerio. Okay, so I must warn you that this video is likely to be a little bit anarchy, or to my non-UK viewers, a little bit nerdy. Because the things I found out about the bike... Oh, let's do that again. Little quirks and things, as I say, only really interested to anarchies and... anarchies? Let's do that again. But hopefully it was a bit of fun, and I think I've waffled on a bit much. Let's do that again.